I attended my first ever health retreat back in 1990, and I remember 2 months earlier I'd landed at Heathrow Airport, and after 2 years of living in Australia I was coming home to lost friends, the imminent divorce of my parents and no career prospects. If you'd have been walking into that retreat with me on that sunny day in June back in 1990, I was not just feeling lost and alone. Physically I was a wreck. I had a swollen face from wisdom teeth extraction with shoulders hunched up due to skin cancer surgery. Life was feeling unkind, and I certainly had not been looking after myself. Little did I know, however, that my sliding door moment was going to happen that week in June. It was the week that I met Maggie, a fellow inmate at the health retreat. She had been wheeled into the venue by her husband at the same time as my arrival. A vibrant 65-year-old Maggie had been bitten by a mysterious insect on her walking holiday in the Rocky Mountains. Maggie said that medicine had not been able to help her. She was now in such a state that she was unable to use her legs, and despondent and frightened, she thought that her life would never ever be the same again. Maggie's friend had recommended to her that she give one of those funny health farms a shot. And for the next 7 days, Maggie and I endured plant-based food. We drank swamp-coloured juices. We purified our bodies with hot and cold water therapies. We snored deeply through very, very relaxing massages, and we stepped away from the stresses and the strains of our everyday world. We ate little, but we laughed, cried, slept, and healed a lot. On my departure day, 7 days later, I will never forget the look on Maggie's face as she ran out of the doors of that retreat and jumped into her husband's arms. Her wheelchair that she'd arrived in was packed into the boot of the car. I stood on the steps of that retreat watching the happy couple drive away in their smart Jaguar car, their tyres crunching over that gravel. I realised that Maggie had taken me under her wing that week, but it was the retreat that had given me back my reason to fly. I felt transformed like a moth to a butterfly. I was 8 pounds lighter, my body felt cleansed, I felt recovered from surgery, my mind was clearer than it had been in years, and I had a new understanding for my body and a new appreciation for myself and my life. That week changed my life, and I set up Homefield Grange because I sincerely want to help change yours. Homefield Grange opened its doors back in 2005, and since that day I've been privileged to share so many successes, so many stories, been part of so many of our guests' journey to wellness. And I've realised that when sometimes life is cruel and it feels challenging and demanding and unfair and overwhelming, it is so easy to forget about looking after yourself, and we end up putting our wants and needs to the bottom of the pile. We think that there is comfort to be found in alcohol, sugar, processed food, chocolate, cigarettes, whatever your crutch may be. And the truth is that all these things only offer us a temporary crutch that only give us short-term relief, but in the long term it causes so much pain. My wish for you is that here at Homefield you will find the time and the space and the place to free yourself from any crutch that you use to simply cope with your life. We aim to empower you to know that you have everything you need to cope with life. You just need to retune and trust your body, remembering that you matter and that your health of your mind, body and soul deserves the best attention. Let us be your gentle reminder that you cannot give to others without giving to yourself first. We know that making change can feel scary and overwhelming, and we promise to show you how easy and simple taking care of yourself can be. Sometimes we just need to be shown how. I look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you.